Tensions run high as Lowry returns but gets ejected in his first game back. The Raptors lose to the Indiana Pacers, and the scoreline does not say how close the game was. Near the end of the game, the tensions ran high, and Raptors started fouling, trying to get extra possessions. Lowry gets ejected. I don't know what he said or who he said it to, but he got ejected by the ref. And then Nick Nurse picks up a technical because, man, tensions were running high. There were calls missed, and it was just frustrating to watch, especially in that fourth quarter. And the Raptors couldn't even score 20 points in the fourth quarter. And the Indiana Pacers scored, I think, 30 or 31 points. And it just seemed like the Raptors were struggling to score any sort of basket. There were just so many things going on in this game. It was an entertaining game, to say the least. There were so many people going in and out of the locker room, injuries, technicals, ejections. VanVleet was the leading scorer for the Raptors tonight, along with Norman Powell. Both guys really carried the Raptors team tonight. VanVleet and Powell combined for 49 points tonight. Really needed that effort. Powell was strong in that first quarter. 9 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. As the Raptors were trying to sweep the series against the Indiana Pacers, but you know what? Indiana had other intentions. Sabonis and Malcolm Brogdon struggled in the game last night, but tonight on a back-to-back, those guys looked back at the tape, got their rest, and bam, they came out firing. And the Raptors couldn't really handle it. Sabonis had 11 points in 10 minutes in that first quarter. And Malcolm Brogdon was a monster tonight. 36, 7, and 9. Was just a beast. Off the pick and rolls, he was killing the Raptors. And you know what? If Sabonis doesn't get injured with a knee contusion in the first quarter, I think the Raptors would have lost this game by a wider margin. And Myles Turner, a second good game from him. 21 points, 10 rebounds. And I know he only got a few blocks in this game, but the amount of shots he deterred, the amount of fear he imposed on the Raptors whenever he was in the paint, the stat sheet doesn't say enough about it, because the Raptors kept passing the ball to the perimeter, and whenever Myles Turner was inside, the Raptors second-guessed themselves and couldn't score inside. Chris Boucher, not even close to be able to handle Myles Turner on both ends of the court tonight. And that was pretty much the game right there, because you couldn't play Baines. Baines was getting killed in the pick and roll game. And Myles Turner and Malcolm Brogdon ran the pick and roll to perfection again and again and again. And whenever the Raptors closed in on the pick and roll, Jeremy Lamb was right there, wide open. And Jeremy Lamb burned the Raptors, as he's been killing the Raptors consistently. I think you guys remember that half-court heave where he hit that game winner in Toronto. And you know what? Jeremy Lamb just seems to have the Raptors number. And he's one of those Raptor killers. You can put him along with Jared Henderson, Goran Dragic, Jimmy Butler. Those guys, they just seem to have great games when they face the Raptors. DJ Augustine, just to name a few. But you know what? He killed the Raptors. 22 points, especially those points off the bench when they pretty much had no one that could score the basketball. Jeremy Lamb took it upon himself and was taking the Raptors one-on-one, just destroying them. Boucher, OG, Norman Powell, didn't matter who you put on him. He had some crafty moves tonight, and he was just getting to the rim, getting to the free throw line, and scoring from the outside as well. And you know what? When he lost his dribble, then he did a spin, another spin, and fade away in the lane. I was just like, if that shot going in, he just got it going, and you know what? It did. And he killed the Raptors tonight. And Turner, Brogdon, and Lamb combined for 79 points tonight. 79 points that's way too many points to give to 3 guys. And then you had just a bunch of guys chipping in. And TJ McConnell kills the Raptors once again. Carved the Raptors defense up all game long. And he just made the right plays. He was in the right spots at the right time. And you just need those kind of players. He's just deadly. Whenever he's on the court, you just got to watch what he's doing. He just finds a way to get the basketball, finds cutters, finds guys to get easy baskets and get fouls. And it was tough because TJ McConnell was killing the Raptors again. 9 points and 9 assists off the bench. Just great production from him. But You know what? There's so many things to criticize about this Raptors team. First off, Lowry came back and Lowry was bad. Plain and simple, 2 of 11. Tried getting about 2-3 charges in this game. Didn't get any of them. Forced some bad shots. Took some rushed early shot clock shots. And the pressure was really getting to him. A couple turnovers in this game. And, it just didn't seem like he was in sync or in rhythm. And, it is his first game back from that toe injury. It's going to take him a while to get back into a rhythm with the roster and the lineups the Raptors are running. But you know what? He didn't have a basket until the third quarter. So you can imagine how much of a struggle he had. He did a good job of getting to the line. The Raptors got into the bonus early because the Pacers were playing some aggressive defense tonight. But the Pacers were implementing a bunch of different things that they didn't do in the last game. They went deeper into the bench. And they had that Batadze guy. I know Sabonis wasn't playing, but he provided 10 points off the bench. Holiday, 10 points there too. And they just had guys step in, the next man up. They played more guys off the bench. They played a diamond and one when Norman Powell was getting it going. They had the one guy just follow Norman Powell around the court the entire time. And Norman was a key part of the Raptors offense tonight, but they took him out of there. And then the Pacers just, they just frustrated the Raptors all game long. The Raptors zone really got the Raptors back into the game in the second half. But the zone has flaws, in one of its offensive rebounding and just rebounding in general. As Myles Turner, TJ McConnell, everybody was just crashing the glass for the Pacers, and the Raptors gave up too many opportunities. Lost the rebounding battle, lost the free throw battle, huge. And you know what? They got outshot from the 3-point line, and just way too many problems. And the points off turnovers was huge, as the Pacers just abused the Raptors, 27-14 off turnovers. And you know what? Too many problems. The Raptors defense was not good in this game. The first quarter was atrocious, and that fourth quarter they couldn't get anything going. And their poor offense and their bad shot selection led to great opportunities for the Indiana Pacers and just a killer in the morale. But it wasn't all bad. Shout out to a couple guys tonight. Yuta Watanabe, he played amazing. His activity, his energy, his 9 points off the bench. And you know what? He's becoming a fan favorite of mine. Just coming off the bench, providing some energy, playing hard. That's what you would like to see. The effort, and he just plays hard every possession. Active feet, happy feet, and just contesting, crashing the boards, and just fighting for extra possessions everywhere. He does a great job. And Stanley Johnson, 6 assists from Stanley Johnson. Massive off the bench. And you know what? Just when he gets inserted into the game and he plays hard, he's aggressive, he's up into people's faces. That kind of defense gets other people inspired. And Stanley Johnson, great game from him. A couple of small mentions to Paul Watson, Matt Thomas, who came into the game, shot their first shot and made it game ready. Terrence Davis just turns the basketball over way too much and reaches in way too much. Two major flaws. He should be playing more minutes, but he just got to be smarter. And that's pretty much what you got to say about Terrence Davis. He has the talent. Just got to put it together. But otherwise, the Raptors lose a tough one. The Raptors had this game. They could have won this game, but their defense wasn't good enough, and their offense just couldn't get any good looks in that fourth quarter. Either they rushed the shot or they took contested shots. And you know what? It was a tough game. The Pacers kept switching everything. The Raptors really didn't have guys who can really abuse their mismatches tonight. Pascal Siakam was dearly missed in this one, because Pascal Siakam can take the small guys at least, or the mid-sized guys into the post. But the Raptors didn't have that tonight. But you know what? Got to bounce back. It is a back-to-back, so there's a little leeway there. But got to get back to the winning. Got to get back to 500, which is the goal right now. But one game at a time. Guys, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe to the Raptors Wrap-Up. Let me know what you guys think of tonight's game. And you know what? Lowry's almost at 10,000 points for the Raptors career, so it sucks that he didn't get it. And OG Anunoby, hopefully his concussion. He did go back concussion protocol, but came back. And early foul trouble really got him out of the game. Otherwise, he would have had a solid game, 10 points. But in limited time. But let me know what you guys think. Until next time, guys. Peace.